Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Abby.
Abby, how are you this week?
I'm pretty good. Um,
Oh, I think there's an elephant we need to address.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fact that you're inside the house and you're wearing sunglasses. Let's talk about it.
So this is so apart from just looking super cool, there is
Yeah,
a
well, obviously.
functionality. So unfortunately this morning, so I sleep like this, you see?
Yes,
And
I see.
I woke up in a jolt. And I somehow managed to scratch my face. Isn't it
So
so
bad.
bad?
Oh no.
I was like this and I just scratched myself. So
Oh
to save
no.
everyone's eyes
Oh no.
from my deformed and injury, I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Oh no. Oh my heck.
But I also
Well,
can't see very well because they're dark, So we'll see how long this lasts. But for now, I'm gonna spare your guys' eyes from my injury.
oh no. Oh man, that's so sad. Oh, Abby.
So that happened at about 7 a.m. this morning. It was bleeding. It stopped bleeding.
It was
It
bleeding.
was bad. It was so bad. Which my
Oh,
nails
Gail.
aren't like sharp. Oh, there you go. They're long,
There,
but they're not like sharp. I
but
don't
you
know.
just ruined your
But I
face.
did. So be careful when you sleep like this.
Okay.
I
Good
probably
to
looked
know.
so cute too, like just asleep. Because
Just just so precious, like a cute little so sweet.
and then I awoke with a jolt.
Okay, waking up with a jolt is quite literally the worst thing.
The
It is so
worst thing.
so scary and
Yes.
just horrifying. I hate it.
Yes.
And then to injure yourself in the process, that's even worse.
Also, I'm home alone right now because Maddie went home for the weekend. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
home alone.
fun.
And me and Judy decided to watch Poltergeist this weekend. And we'll
Amazing.
talk about it later. We're gonna do a whole thing on that.
Movie
But
review.
so me and Judy watched it because we have to watch it for the episode. But
Right.
it was not fun being home alone
Dang it.
after that. And also something else happened. Well, there was a break-in near, not near
Oh,
me,
there
but
was?
kind of near Timo and Judy, kind of.
Really?
So I had just been a little spooked, been home
Oh
alone,
no.
and so I think I've been on edge, and so I awoke with a jolt this morning.
A wolk with a
I
jolt.
awoke with a jolt to my first alarm that went off at 7. I don't know why it was 7 a.m. alarm on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's
What?
insane.
What?
What? What?
So yeah, so that was my morning.
Crazy. Have you had a good week other than that? Have you had car problems? I think we need to,
No
or are
car
they over?
problems. No car problems. I did have to pay for registration, which come to find out, not 20 bucks. I thought it was like going to be max 50 bucks.
Stop. You're kidding. You thought it was that
I
cheap?
thought it was that cheap. So
Oh
that one cut
no.
deep.
Yeah, that
Um,
hurts.
so that was pretty upsetting. But other than that, no car problems.
Okay,
And that's not
okay.
really a car problem. That's a you've owned your car for a year
But
thing.
it's annoying problem.
But it is annoying. But
Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was like
for
20
sure.
bucks, 50 max.
Oh, poor Abby. That's a
Add a fat 200 onto that.
Yeah, that's so bad. Ooh,
So that was
be bad.
silly. I'm trying to think. Nope, I think that's about it. What about
Okay.
you?
This has been a good week. It's been busy. I've been just really busy at work all week. But one of my favorite parts of this week, and I'm so happy and excited about, is I found Honey Crisp apples here at the grocery store.
No way.
Now
No way.
they are named Honey Crunch apples here. So
So
when
close,
I
but not quite.
close but not quite. So I was taking a gander when I first bought them. But I am quite literally obsessed. I have had at least one, two apples a day. I've gone through look at this. I've gone through peanut butter, which they have peanut butter regularly
Like
available
real
now in
peanut butter?
Finland.
Real peanut butter?
Yeah, they have actually Skippy. But
Mm,
I didn't buy that. This is just like just peanut butter. And so but it's really good. Like this peanut butter is super good.
interesting.
And so I was so excited that they have peanut butter everywhere here now. And I have gone through so much peanut butter and so many apples. The majority of my grocery bill this week has just been
Apples and peanut
Honeycrisp.
butter.
That's all it is.
That's
Which like I'm
fair.
not even mad about because I'm
Yeah,
so excited about all the apples.
I get it.
So because nobody else knows that's listening, but Abby, we love a Honeycrisp apple
Oh my
with
goodness.
peanut butter.
Well, so it's kind of like buttered toast. We go through phases where it's literally the only thing we will eat.
The only thing.
And it's delicious and incredible, and then you forget about it. And then 6 months later, you're like, holy cow, how did I ever live without this constantly in my stomach?
Exactly. And
Because
that's
they're so
that's where
good.
I'm at right now. Um and I can't get enough. So I went back to I've gone to the store like multiple days, like many days this week just to buy these apples because I'm so freaking excited and they're giant here.
They're giant here too.
They're so big. Like they're almost
Hmm.
like half my face. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is great." So, I'm
Yeah,
on
me
an
and
apple kick.
Judy, that's good. I love apples. But me and Judy are gonna make caramelled apples because I've been craving caramel apples and that's such a fun
I
fall activity.
need
So we
yeah.
went to the store yesterday to get the stuff for caramel apples.
Hmm.
And we like went to the apple section and we were gonna get Honeycrisp because they're our favorite apple, but they're
Yeah,
so big that like that wouldn't be a fun caramel apple. So we got Fuji apples, which are still good,
but not as good.
but not as good.
Yeah. No,
But
it's
they're
funny because
huge.
they're so big. They're massive. It's actually hilarious because I was telling my roommate about these apples and I was like, these are the best apples ever. And then she went to the store and bought a whole bunch of apples. So it is
Is she a believer now?
she is. She
Good.
is.
Good.
So the apples have made their rounds and it's great. So
Good. Very good.
pretty stoked about that. So yeah, that's been my most exciting thing this week.
That is very exciting. It is very,
It
very
is.
exciting.
It is. It is. Okay. Pop culture things.
So just my all-time favorite trend of all time ever.
Okay.
This subtle foreshadowing is genuinely the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. I can
It's
just
so
watch
good.
these videos for
It's
hours
good.
and hours and hours and just sit there and just crack up laughing. Like, so for those of you who don't know, go to Instagram or TikTok and just look up hashtag subtle foreshadowing. These videos are so freaking funny. I will literally just sit there, search up the hashtag, and just watch video after video after video. I really think it's like the funniest thing that's ever graced the internet. I think it
It's
is
so good.
so funny.
It's really like one of the most clever trends because
Hmm.
I feel like sometimes trends aren't very clever and it's kind of annoying, but this is like super clever and it's so entertaining. Like
Yes.
I love it.
Like that, like I feel like that hits my sense of humor like right on the head. It is the
Yeah.
funniest thing in the whole entire world. It is so funny. It is so
Yeah.
funny. All of my
Oh yeah.
likes on TikTok are just these videos. Like the
I
other
love
day,
it.
I was talking to Maddie. We were in my car. I was talking to her about it, and we sat in the car, and I was just showing her these videos for like 10 minutes because they are so funny. I love them so much.
I love that. That's so good. I love it.
So,
It is so good.
yeah.
It really is like just a solid trend right
Hmm.
now.
So whoever came up with it, you're my favorite person in the whole entire world because I've never
Yeah.
laughed this hard.
It's so good. I love it.
Hmm.
I love it. Okay, any others?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
I don't think so either. I don't have anything else I wanted to discuss today.
Gucci.
So I think we're good.
Okay, so for this week, about a month-ish ago, we did our fall favorites because it was the beginning of fall. Now we're doing Halloween favorites because it's Halloween.
Woohoo! It's
Woohoo!
Halloween.
Woohoo, woohoo!
We
So
love.
we have a couple of categories. We're going to talk about our favorite things about Halloween specific. So we did like fall specific. Now we're doing Halloween specific.
Yeah.
So
And last
go.
time we specifically like left out
Hmm.
Halloween stuff. Like we made sure to not let there be crossover because we knew this episode was coming up and we wanted them to be separate. So
Yes.
this is kind of fun because it's now a lot of the stuff that we didn't get to
Yes.
to
Because
share.
a lot of fall things are Halloween things, a lot of Halloween things are fall things. So a lot of these are
Yeah.
the like all-time favorites, but we couldn't include them in last video. So
Yeah.
this is very
Yep.
exciting. Very, very exciting. But so let us
So excited.
know your answers to all these categories because we want to hear what everyone's favorites are.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone who has been voting on the movie bracket. Um, as of right now, we don't know where it is because it has just started. But if Focus Pocus makes it very far, I'm gonna sue.
I think it's going past the first round. From the early stages, we're going past the first round. And so we'll maybe next week on the next week's episode after the poll has concluded and we've had time to do another poll that we're gonna do that's a secret. Right now. You guys will have already seen it by the time this episode's out. But we'll talk more about the results in this next
Yes, because I do have a
episode.
lot. I still have more to say,
Yeah,
but
we have
we have more to say
um
on this debate. Um,
but
but
that'll
we'll
be
save
for
that.
next week.
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 But
So,
thank you for voting, whoever's voted.
yes.
Okay, so the first category is favorite Halloween movie. Ooh.
Ooh.
So for me, this is if you watched last week's episode, should come at no surprise. My movie is The Shining. I love The Shining. I think it's the best scary movie in the whole entire world. It is so, so good. So, so good. It's like a psychological thriller, so there's not very many like jump scares or anything like that, but it is so spooky and it's so well done. The acting is so incredible. I love that movie. It's a classic. I love that movie. And the fact
It
that it's
is a
based on
classic.
books.
Well, okay, so my favorite movie, and there's gonna be no surprise here either, is Hocus Pocus, which is so funny that they're up against each other. So we'll see who wins in the end. But yeah, I think Hocus Pocus is the perfect Halloween movie. I love it so much. I know Abby hates it, but that's okay. I love it, and so far people on the poll love it. So,
People love The Shining
woohoo!
too. It's not like we're being blown out of the water here, okay? Calm
No,
down. Calm down.
but but I am winning as of now. So
That's because people have
that's
no
all.
taste.
Don't insult our listeners like that. They're listening to this podcast.
I'm
This
sorry.
is the yeah. I was like, don't insult them. This is the
Um,
epitome of culture.
but if
This is
you,
this
it's
is it
very true. This is number one pop culture podcast in America. Um,
in the world
in the world, you're right.
because we are
Um,
international.
we are international. We love our international friends. Um,
I'm
But if you did vote Hocus Pocus, um, just
you're
watch The
amazing.
Shining. Watch The Shining. I bet it's because you've never seen The Shining. So watch The Shining, and you'll be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I voted wrong. Can I please just change my vote?" And I'll
They're
change
not
your
gonna do
vote.
that.
I'll change it. I promise. I'll change it.
No, it's not gonna
'Cause I
happen.
love you,
So
domestic and international friends.
that's okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
I think people are gonna be tired of our Hocus Pocus Shining debate.
Probably, but I'm like genuinely really upset about it. So, we'll move on. Okay, next one is favorite Halloween song. Now, for me, there's only one possible answer,
I
and
hope it's the
it
same one.
is the Monster Mash. I There's something that happens when the Monster Mash comes on. It takes over my body.
It is so good.
And
I
I am suddenly 6 years old again, listening to this song for the first time, having the time of my life. I love this song.
you hear the like the chains start going and the like creak and you're like,
It's
oh,
the
here we
Monster Mash.
go.
Oh my
It is
gosh.
Monster Mash time.
It is Monster Mash time. I live for the Monster
Yeah.
Mash. I
Yeah, no.
live, laugh, love for the Monster Mash.
It is so good. It is truly the epitome of Halloween. Like
Halloween.
there is no better Halloween song
Hmm.
than the Monster Mash.
Hmm.
Like this is Halloween
There are good ones out there.
is a good one, but it
Hmm.
does not compare to the Monster Mash.
Ghostbusters, a great song.
A
Does
great
not
song.
compare to the Monster Mash.
Not at all. Like not even close.
I mean, he was
So
working in a lab late one
late one.
night. When
Like,
his
come on.
eyes, what did they
Beheld
do?
an
They
eerie
beheld
sight.
an eerie sight. And the monster from his slab began to rise. And
And
then
suddenly,
suddenly,
to
to
his
my
surprise,
surprise, he did the mash.
what kind of mash?
The monster mash.
He
That
did
song is
that mash.
perfect. That
It
song is
is so good.
perfect. I love that song.
It is so good. I love it so, so, so much.
Such a good
It's
song.
the only answer
The only
for
answer.
this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no other answer.
No.
So, yeah.
Okay. Next is kind of going off of 2 episodes ago, our favorite costume. So I took this as favorite costume I've worn,
Yes, I did too.
which of course would have to be Larry the Cucumber. You guys have seen the pictures now. I mean, there's
I
just
mean,
there's nothing more iconic than the Larry the Cucumber.
I mean, truly, like I think that is quite literally the best you've ever looked.
I think so.
Um, in the Instagram post, I did include a close up on her face makeup, which I
Yeah,
thought was a very
you did.
important aspect of it. And truly, there's nothing that beats that. Like that was
Absolutely
so
not.
good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Okay, what about you?
So while I was going through pictures to look at costumes and post them, I found more that like I felt were iconic, right? That I realized I forgot how much I loved them.
Yes.
Um, Obviously, I think the Jonas Brothers is one of my favorite costumes of all time.
That was
Um,
incredibly iconic. Yes.
because that was so good. And
Hmm.
just having the three of us, like it was so good. Um, but as I've been thinking about it more this week and looking back at other pictures, other Halloween costumes, I think one of my other favorites of all time is when I was Melody from Little Mermaid
Yes.
2, which
Yes.
I'm so sad I didn't include it in our actual episode
Hmm.
because that one was good. And so I included the picture in the post. So if you haven't seen the picture, go back and look. It's me as Melody. If you don't know who Melody is, it's Ariel's daughter from The Little Mermaid 2,
Go watch
Return
The
to the
Little Mermaid
Sea.
2.
And I loved that movie, still do. I know it's not a well-beloved sequel, but I loved it. And bless Judy's heart, I think without a pattern, she made me a mermaid outfit. And
Judy's like
it's,
such an icon. She really is such an icon.
I was looking at it, the Cinderella costume that she made me, I
She
I
killed
want
it.
that now.
She killed it.
I
Hmm.
need an adult version of that.
Hmm.
Like so bad. And
Judy, we're
so
looking at you.
yeah, next year I need a fully adult Cinderella costume.
Hmm.
Like that's it. That's all I just need. But like she killed it. And so I was looking at this Melody costume and I was just like, that was a year I was just so proud and so excited. I feel like it's the first year where like there was something that I wanted to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Hmm.
you're a kid and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I really wanted." It was the first year and I got to be Melody and I had this
Hmm.
weird wig that was just so good and like Judy just
It
really
was
killed it.
glorious.
And so that's one of that I think that's like I there's just so many good ones. I don't want to say like my all-time favorite, but it's high up on the list of a favorite.
My
And I was
all-time
re
favorite for you was not mentioned, a picture was not shown, and I think that's a disgrace.
which one?
When you were a nerd.
Okay, maybe I'll post a picture this week because that was also a really good
So,
one.
so good.
So good. I need
Um,
to well, we'll talk about it because we're here. I was unfortunate to um have an archaic dent orthodontist who still believed in the use of headgear when
and
I
not
had
just
braces.
not just any headgear, like the whole thing. The
Like
whole thing.
it strapped to our head. It had we don't need to get into it because that caused so many problems in my life, this headgear. But
Yes.
I had a horrible orthodontist who that was what he chose how he chose to fix my jaw. And I somehow at the age of 13 was able to muster enough confidence in myself, which I don't know how I did because poor girl,
She slayed
to
so hard. She slayed so
to
hard.
she really did. She got like fat pants and like patted them. She wore her headgear out in public, had like glasses and a sweater and like it
It
was
is
so good.
iconic.
I'll show a picture, but just so everybody does know when you see the picture, that is real headgear that was genuinely fixing my jaw while I was trick-or-treating.
She,
Like,
yeah, I mean, she only had to wear it at night. So the fact she did go out in public with it was a great big deal. But it was
yeah,
so iconic. She slayed. She slayed so hard.
yeah. It was a lot, but that was a good one. I did forget about that till I was looking at pictures, but I at the time couldn't find the right picture that I wanted to post.
That's
So
fair.
I'll find it this week and I'll post it.
Okay.
Because
It's
yeah,
iconic.
that's a good one.
It's
It's a good one.
iconic.
There's not many people that can actually do that, like can
Yes.
actually have real headgear
Yeah.
for their
Hmm.
pictures. So,
She
you
slayed.
know, she slayed. So,
Okay.
okay.
Next category is favorite Halloween candy. Now, I think we probably will have the same answer. There's
Yep.
something that overtakes me in the month of October.
Not
And
just you. It overtakes all of us. I just
yeah,
can't access it right now.
this house becomes it becomes a garbage pit for wrappers
Yep.
from a child's play bag. Which,
It's
for those of
exactly
you
what
who
I
don't
put.
know, which because apparently it's not common knowledge that this is in fact what this bag of candy is called. It's the
Which
like,
you should know.
yeah,
Like, let's preface, everybody should know what
everybody
this bag
should
of
know
candy is called.
because
Like
this is like it's genuinely the best candy. It's like the
and it's
Tootsie Rolls,
iconic.
the Dots, the Tootsie Pops, that clear bag of candy. It's called Child's
Yeah,
Play.
with all the different flavors of Tootsie Rolls,
Yep.
the
Hmm.
different shapes of chocolate Tootsie Rolls,
Hmm.
dots, Tootsie Pops.
Hmm. Which let's be clear. The best Tootsie Roll shape is the long skinny ones
Yeah,
because you can
absolutely.
hold them like this and just eat them like a carrot. No, genuinely. So I was trying to restrain myself and I just got the smaller bag of Child's Play. The one that's like
Wow.
this bag, not the like 5 pound bag. The one that's like, 2.5
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Um, it was literally gone within a week. Like
Oh yeah.
this candy, it takes over my life. It really does.
Oh,
Like so
absolutely.
last year, it's
Oh, this is so bad.
first time we lived in this house and we weren't sure how many trick-or-treaters we were gonna get. We
We
didn't
and
we
we didn't know, but we did, well, you guys live in a neighborhood that
mhm.
has a lot of kids. It
A
is a
lot of
very
kids.
kid heavy area.
Area. Yeah.
So that's
Um,
important.
one thing we didn't take into account is that we didn't have a porch light, so I think that was where our biggest problem was. But so we didn't know how much candy we were gonna have. So we
Yeah.
bought eight,
Seven, it
seven,
was eight. It was
eight,
eight. It was
eight bags of this like 5 pounds of Child's Play.
We bought
We
40 pounds of
we
Child's
bought
Play.
40 pounds of Child's Play.
But
And
let's also preface this. Before we even got we bought these because we knew we wanted Child's Play because that's our favorite candy. So we were gonna
mhm,
give it up. We started buying them about a week in advance. And the problem with that
is
was
you
by the
have to
time
open them. Like
you
they
have to
can't
open
just
it.
sit there.
And between the three of us, I think we went through 1.5 bags before Halloween had even happened. So we had to
Yep.
buy, so like I think I bought 5 bags originally, and then we had to go back and buy more
Hmm.
because
We
we
had
were
eaten
running
them.
low.
And no regrets, but
None.
genuinely,
Zero.
like I'll lay in bed just sick from the amount of Tootsie Rolls I've eaten. And people who don't
Oh
like
man,
Tootsie Rolls are lame.
you're so
Tootsie
lame.
Rolls are
Like,
incredible. I love
get
them so
back.
much. But
Yeah,
like I
no, they're
genuinely
so good.
have to like restrain myself from purchasing this 5 pound bag of candy every
Yep.
October because I love it.
It's
It
just so
changes
good.
my life every year.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. So that's favorite candy. Candy,
Yep.
candy. And I mean, I really could go on and on about how much I love this candy, but I'll spare
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
But if you want to
But it's
get,
so
if
good.
anyone ever wants to get me a present, get me a bag of Child's
Child's
Play.
Play.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, you'll never see a happier Abby. Okay, so the next category that we have is favorite Halloween decor. So I think there are two answers for me.
Okay.
I'm really liking skeletons lately. There's a lot of like giant skeletons in yards, which
Oh,
is
is
very
there?
fun. Very, very fun, very exciting.
We love.
The neighbor across the street from us has like a bunch of skeletons, which is
Oh,
super cute.
really?
But there's also just the classic spider webs. Like you just can't go wrong with a good spider web.
See, I said spider webs, a
Hmm.
cobweb. Like I love that like cheap pack from the dollar store. You just
Hmm.
string that all over your house. Like that is my
Yep. Are
favorite.
they an absolute nightmare to put up? Yes.
Absolutely.
Do
Do
they
they fall?
immediately?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but no, Maddie learned the greatest trick in the whole entire world to
Wait,
put these
share.
up. I think her
Share.
sister-in-law did it, and that's how she found out. But you get Velcro command strips and stick the spider web to the Velcro command strip. So you don't have the stupid tape lines and it sticks to the command strip and then you just pull the command strip off. It's
That is the best thing
genius.
I've ever heard.
Yeah. So that's what we have. We have spider webs up in our living room downstairs,
Yeah.
and you can't see the where they attach because it's just a command strip that's like the same color as the wall. It's genius.
Wait, I need
Genius.
to do this. I'm gonna do this. Oh my
Hmm.
heck. I love this. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Amazing.
Velcro command strips, we just cut them in half. And then you had, because they're like two pieces, so you have two pieces, you cut
Yeah,
those in half. That's four pieces. It was genius. Genius.
that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
that has solved the problem a little bit of the tape with the spider webs, even though I feel like that's an iconic part of the spider webs is the
I agree.
the beautiful Scotch tape lines
I agree.
as well. But
Yeah.
it does look more
Yeah.
professional this way. So,
Yeah, there you go. I love a cobweb. It's
hmm.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, next is favorite Halloween activity. So for me, I love a haunted house. I love a jump scare. I love a
You do.
spook, and I
Yeah,
love a haunted house. That's my
I
favorite
get it.
activity.
See, I hate that. I hate that so much. Um, I said carving pumpkins
Cute. That's a cute
because
one.
I love to carve a pumpkin, and that's like
Yeah.
because this was where I was trying to because I don't like haunted houses. I really had to kind of really figure out what a Halloween specific activity is
Yes.
that is not a haunted house.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, carving pumpkins. That is a
Making a jack-o'-lantern.
specific like that's amazing. We love
Hmm.
that. Like we'll do that forever. So
Hmm.
I think carving pumpkins is like my
That's a good
favorite
one.
thing.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Next is food slash drink. What's your favorite Halloween food slash drink?
so
So, do you want to go
you
first this
go.
time?
Sure, I can go first.
Okay.
I have both. I did a food and a drink.
Okay.
Because I was just kind of thinking. Um,
Because she's just being a crazy,
Now,
crazy girl. She's being crazy,
she's
crazy girl.
being she was in church and she was having a really good time trying to decide what to put down. But so my favorite food, and I don't know if this isn't for everybody, but this is what I think of for Halloween. Um, the past couple years, for a while now, I've been making mummy caramel pretzels for Halloween, and those are my favorite things in the entire world. With
Mm-hmm.
Judy's caramel recipe
Mm-hmm.
and the pretzel and the oh, like the chocolate, like oh my gosh, it is so good.
Delish.
So, for a favorite food, a favorite Halloween food, that is like the pinnacle of Halloween food, I feel like.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
So for me, I said a good old classic Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, so good.
I don't eat Krispy Kreme very often. I will always have a Krispy Kreme donut on Halloween
Yeah,
because there's
absolutely.
just nothing else that represents Halloween like a Krispy Kreme donut.
They're so good.
They're so good. And
So good.
I'm a firm believer that Krispy Kreme is the ultimate donut. Like a lot of
It
people don't
really
like
is.
Krispy Kreme donuts. And I'm like, are you crazy? Are we eating the same thing? These things are delicious.
They are crazy because a Krispy
Delicious.
Kreme donut is so freaking good.
Yeah, it is
Like
the
I
ultimate
love it.
donut.
Yeah, no, I fully just love a Krispy Kreme donut.
And
So,
then for drink, when I think of like Halloween drink,
hmm
Judy is an icon and she has come up with many a drinks.
yeah.
However, I don't remember any of those names. So I went to the next one, which is just some good old apple cider. Apple
So good.
cider and a Krispy Kreme donut. I'm a happy girl. I'm a
That
happy
is
girl.
a that is a prime pair of
Mm-hmm.
eats. That is
Yep.
so good. I love that.
So
I love
yeah.
that so much.
What's your drink?
Um, so I wouldn't say mine's not so like it's kind of a drink, but not really. It's more dry ice. Um,
Yes.
because you put dry ice in like root beer.
Incredible.
Judy, we make a punch at like a green punch of whatever, and you put dry
Mm-hmm.
ice in that. Like
Slay.
it's just kind of the dry ice effect. Like dry ice just makes a drink Halloween-y,
It
I think.
does. I would agree.
Um, so it's not so yeah, like if I have to pick a specific drink, like the green punch that we make it Halloween is always really good, but like specifically the dry ice in it,
I agree. I
you
agree.
know?
Because dry
Like
ice is
dry
so
ice
spooky. It's so spooky.
spooky,
It is so, so
spooky.
spooky. So,
Yeah.
so spooky. So I
Yeah,
agree. I think
absolutely.
that's great.
I love it. So,
Okay. Last category. This is
okay.
it. This is the end.
One more. This is the end of Final Jam.
Don't even, I'll
I
start
watched that
crying.
movie. I watched that movie the other day.
I listen to This Is Me at least once a week. I love
It's
Camp Rock.
so,
Anyways,
it is so good.
anyways, um, favorite Halloween tradition. So for me, my favorite Halloween tradition is watching The House on Haunted Hill on Halloween.
So good.
It's an iconic movie.
It
It's an
is.
iconic moment.
It is.
I sit there and I eat my child's play and I watch House on Haunted Hill and
With your Krispy Kreme
with
donut
my Krispy Kreme donut and
and
my apple
some,
juice. It's
yep,
incredible. I love it.
yep. Oh,
Hmm.
that's so good. That is so good. Like the vibes are high
Yeah.
in
You
that
have all
moment.
the lights off. There's still a couple trick-or-treaters, but it's mostly late enough that there aren't really any trick-or-treaters
Yeah,
left. It's it's great. What can I
vibes are
say?
high. I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
I love it.
What about you?
So that's also in like it was tied between that one and then the one that I picked. I picked our Halloween party as one of my favorite
Mm,
Halloween traditions.
yes.
It's a newer tradition,
We've done it
but a tradition
thrice.
we've done it thrice. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
That's not just a Halloween party here or there. We've done it a bunch, but
Yes.
I love the vibes of our Halloween party. Like I like to me like last year really and the year before even getting ready for the party, like setting it all up, getting the fog machine to work, setting up the strobe lights, like doing all of that stuff. Like what?
I have to make a comment about this GD fog machine. So, Mom got the world's foggiest fog machine. We literally turned it on for half of a second. All of our smoke alarms are going off.
This was in our apartment when we lived
Okay,
in a
yes.
small apartment
When we lived in a small
because
apartment, half a second.
it,
At the house, two
it
minutes.
went for
All
no,
of, no, it went for like 2 minutes.
it went for
All
a
of the smoke
while,
alarms were going off.
and I don't even
I think we
care.
had it outside. And so it was just the smoke filtering in.
Yeah, but it was so good.
It
Vibes
is
are
the
so high.
foggiest fog machine in the whole entire world.
But it is so good. It
It
is
is.
so good.
It does
Like,
its
oh my
job.
gosh, it's such a good fog machine with like the strobe lights
Hmm.
and it has lights on itself and like
Hmm. It's
I
iconic.
just I like there's something that is so fun about setting up for the Halloween party that like is like truly my favorite part of how like one of my favorite traditions of Halloween is like getting this Halloween party ready because it's so fun and like vibes are so high.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I just love it. So
You're throwing one in
that's
Finland this year, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
You're bringing Halloween
Uh, I'm
to
bringing
Finland.
American Halloween to Finland, so it's gonna be fun. So can't stop the tradition.
We'll have to
So
hear the
I'll have to
recap of
report
how that
back.
goes because I'm intrigued to see
Me
how
too.
it translates in Finland.
I'm a little. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Yes. Do people know they need to like dress up and
Yeah,
that
we'll,
it's just junk food and vibes?
we'll see.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll be an interesting tell, that's for sure, but it'll
Yes.
be fun. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that is all of our categories. Um, we have
Okay.
decided what we're dressing up as for Halloween. Do we want to tell or do we want, well, actually, mine's crumbling, but I will be picking up the pieces.
No. No.
All
I I think we wait.
okay.
I think we wait. We let it be a surprise
Mm-hmm.
for the visual listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
Are we
that's
going to
what
be
I think.
dressing up as our Halloween costumes for the pod?
Should we?
I don't know. I kind of want to whip out Larry for the pod. I don't know.
I mean that's always a good one. That's always a good one.
But I don't know if I want to do the face paint because that is quite
Abigail, Abigail,
that's
Abigail,
it's
Abby,
quite
please.
it takes a lot to get off the face paint. Also, I don't know. Is that offensive
I
to cucumbers? I don't know.
no, we'll talk
I
about
don't
this
want to
later,
get
but
canceled.
I think that face paint needs to happen. We will make it so it works for you. We'll work around your schedule to if the face paint can be a possibility.
Okay. I mean, not if this thing is still there.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, no, that sounds good. So
But so I don't know. We might be dressed up for the last spooky season episode. I don't know.
we'll see.
But we have decided what our Halloween costumes are. But we still want to know what
Yes.
are you dressing up as. So let us know what you're dressing up as because
Yes. We
maybe
always
we'll
want to
change
know.
because all of my stuff that I've ordered is getting canceled. So we shall see.
No,
Actually,
that's
just
not
one
good.
thing. Two things have been delayed, but they should still get here. One thing has been canceled, and I don't know what to do. So
Oh
I'll figure it
no.
out.
We'll figure it out. It'll all work out. It'll be fine.
It's
It'll
my
be fine.
shoes, but I will figure
Oh
it
no.
out.
Okay. Keep me updated. I want to know.
Mhm. But it's gonna be
Okay.
iconic. Y'all aren't ready.
I'm so
You ain't
excited.
ready for this. That's me.
Gives you a hint.
That's me. That doesn't give you a hint at all.
I know, but
That has nothing to do. But it's gonna be iconic, so
it's gonna be good.
get excited.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's all we've got today.
Okay,
Go
sounds good.
follow us on social media. It's 801 Diaries podcast. Same on your streaming platform. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I think that's all we got for you guys today. So I
I don't
guess
know why that was
we'll
so high pitched.
I don't
Um,
either, but it was.
say a
Uh,
little prayer for my face because I'm going through it right now.
she is. She
If the
really is.
sunglasses are back again for next week, you'll know it hasn't improved. Or there's been another injury. So
We'll see.
we shall
Okay.
see.
We shall see what's up.
But that is all.
Okay. We will see you guys later.
Love
Bye,
you.
everybody. Love
Hmm.
you. Bye.